I'm JD. I am a Code 9 project team member. I'm also a police officer here in South Texas. For the past 20 years, I've been in law enforcement and I've worked within several different divisions of law enforcement. I've had a very rewarding career. I've had my ups and my downs. I've seen a lot of action, more than some, less than others, but I've had my share. I've been able to help a lot of people throughout my career, and there's been some times that unfortunately I wasn't able to help anybody at all. I'm here to speak to you today about the Code 9 project. I found the Code 9 project about 3 years ago when I was doing some online research. I was doing online research because I noticed there was a change in me. This change in me was very unpleasant. It was not characteristic of myself. I started having thoughts that were not characteristic of myself, and I was not happy with myself anymore. I started distancing myself from public events more than what I already was doing. And I even started distancing myself from people that I cared about, and at least to me, it started disrupting my quality family time. As supportive as my wife has always been, I know that she didn't like these changes in me either. My sleep pattern was disrupted because I started having very horrific nightmares, and I started having very vivid, realistic flashbacks as well. Yet on my time off, I tended to sleep throughout most of my days. This was not right. This was not a good thing. I wasn't becoming a horrible person. I wasn't becoming a horrible dad or a horrible husband or anything like that, but this was just not fair to my family. I didn't know if this was normal. I just knew that this was not like myself, and I didn't like it at all. I wanted to talk to my wife about it, but at the same time, she's not a first responder, so I didn't expect her to understand. I also don't ever talk to her about work. I don't bring my work home with me, and I didn't want to speak to her about this because I felt that it was work related, and I just didn't want to bring that into my house, not knowing that that's exactly what I was already doing. I didn't want to talk to anybody at work because I didn't want to be seen as weak. I'm a 20-year veteran. I should have this. Well, I found the Code 9 on Facebook, and I saw the Code 9 Project documentary trailers. I sent them an email, and I got a very quick reply. I ended up on the phone with Lee and Deborah, and we spoke for a very long time. I understood that they knew what I was going through. Suddenly, everything made sense. They sent me the video. I reviewed the documentary, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of this team, and I knew that I needed to make myself better before I had any business trying to help anybody else. I passed the DVD around to some officers that I felt needed to see it. We got together, we pitched the Code 9 project to the chief of police, and he did his research, and a few short months later we had the Code 9 project down here in South Texas. This was the first time we had Code 9 project down here in South Texas. I think this was the first time that they've ever been here. It was an amazing event. There was a workshop for administrators, there was a workshop for first responders, and there was a workshop for first responders and their families, for the families of first responders. It was just amazing, and it's an honor to be a part of this team. I learned meditation techniques, I learned breathing techniques, I know what my triggers are, and I'm able to stay away from those triggers. I'm able to make a bad day better. I am now in control of my life. This doesn't mean that I don't ever have a bad day. It just means that I have a lot more good days than I have bad days. And when those bad days come, I know how to take care of them. There is a lot more good in this world than there is evil. As first responders, we tend to see the bad more than the good. We tend to deal with the worst. There is a lot more good in this world than there is evil. And I realized that I was lucky to find the Code 9 project early on when I started noticing these changes. I also realized that that path that I was going down leads to horrific things. It leads to very bad things. That path leads first responders to suicide, depression, broken families. I feel that I could have eventually gone further down that path. I'm very glad that I found the Code 9 project when I did, and I'm very lucky to learn the things that I have learned that have made the quality of my life a whole lot better. I thank the Code 9 project, and I'm very proud to be a part of this group, and I want to let everybody know that if you have bad thoughts, if you notice that there's a change in you, reach out to somebody. You can contact the Code 9 project 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round. Email, call, text message. The Code 9 project is there for you. Reach out to somebody. Thank you.